I think Kemik is pretty neat, and that's why I started Kemik Walk. Come along with me. Well, that's pretty neat. Wow, neat. Stalactites. Wow, look, that's a volcano. You can tell because of the way it looks. Well, that's pretty cool. Look, 3 volcanoes. Hey, look, I think there's algae growing here. That's pretty neat. Hey, look, silver. That's pretty neat. And some uranium. You better be careful. Look, some titanium. That's pretty neat. Wow, would you look at that view of Delphos? Watch out, though. It's a big drop. Hey, and check this one out. This one's a beaut. That's pretty neat. Wow, would you look at those twin peaks? Now I know what you're thinking. That nature's amazing, and you'd be right. Hey everybody, Engineer Coffee. Welcome to Space Engineers 2. We have planets now. So first off, thank you to Keen to give me early access to preview this. We've got planets now. So now this is the planet of Verdure right here in front of us. And you know what I got to do is I got to go check out Mars 2.0. So we're going to go ahead and leave this planet and go to Kemik. So I'm up here on the space station. You get some contracts here, and to get to Kemik, you got to finish all the contracts for this world. We'll go ahead and hit M here, and you can see this sector. I've got 100% on the sector here, and now I have the option to go over here to Kemik. So let's go ahead and get into a ship. I built a little, I don't know, tardigrade-esque shuttle. As best as I could do anyway. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump into our map here. We're going to select Kemik, and you can see all the stuff that it has available for raw materials. We're going to select the station there, and we're going to hit fast travel. Now before I do, you have to be within the station. If I come outside the bubble here, now I'm outside the bubble of Velation Station here, I cannot fast travel to the Kemik station. So it is fast travel between the stations. Make sure you are within the bubble to do that. Alright, I'll turn on my UI. You'll see in the top of the screen we'll see a countdown. There's no sound effect or anything like that, but we'll go ahead and hit fast travel. There we go. 2, 1, 0, and we should instantaneously jump to the new station. Here we are. There we are. We are 4,000 kilometers away from Verdure, and here is Kemik. Looks like we already got something on the map over here. What do we got? A hydrogen production facility. Nice. And here is our Kemik station. Alright, should we check out this hydrogen production facility? Feel like we should. Definitely got to remember that we are going faster. I guess I got mine in kilometers per hour. I could switch that back to meters per second, but I like the kilometers per hour because then I know how close I'm getting with time to places. Alright, we got all sorts of stuff here. Ice, magnesium, nickel, iron, copper. Wow, it's a nice station. And a landing pad. Oh, 2 landing pads. Which one should we take? The lower one, upper one? Let's do the lower. Well, it's not in great condition, it looks like. Those hydrogen tanks are blown up. And we got more hydrogen tanks in disrepair here. Wonder if this would be a contract to fix this guy up. Okay, that just goes to our upper pad up there. Gear forge. Any cargo? Oh, I got a compressor and some turbine blades. Gravity gen, more compressors, turbine blades, power module. Do I need the power module? No, it's only 30%. That's not enough battery for me. Over here might be. Yeah, I'll take the 2 that are 100%. Probably a broken H2. Yep, broken H2 generator. I have a feeling this is a contract. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that stack of containers there. That looks neat. Ice, we'll take that. Extra fuel is always good. I don't know that there is ice on Kemik. Got some more H2 generators out here. There's the iron. This is a beautiful looking game. Is that our magnesium? That is our magnesium. I think this is the first magnesium I've found. I haven't found any of this on Verdure. But we gotta know where this goes now. Okay, this is our copper deposit. Alright, that's enough messing around. Let's get back to the ship and get down to the planet. Alright, we've got to head towards that volcano, right? Keep an eye on our gravity there in the lower right. See what, oh, there we go. We found Kemik. Let's just turn off dampeners. We'll coast the rest of the way. Gravity will take us. Now there is no altimeter, so you have to be careful of where you are on the planets. Of really knowing the height of things and making sure you know your ship can slow down. So definitely something to watch out for as we careen into a mountain. Wow, look how tall these mountains are here. This is awesome. Alright, my thrusters are working. There's just a visual glitch that doesn't like to show them for some reason. You can kind of see a little bit of a glow, but like the flame is just not there. Alright, we gotta land in the caldera and see what's going on over here. Here's stuff pinging. Okay, silver. Tons of silver. Oh, and we got some platinum over here too. Oh, that little dark spot looks like a good place to land, right? Alright, that's really neat looking here in the darkness. A little bit of glow. Alright, let's turn that off. Nice. We're that much in the shadow of this caldera that is awfully dark. That's cool. The texture on this ash has like little like lichen or plants or something. There's actually a little bit of life over here. That's cool. Okay, there's our platinum. That's what platinum looks like. We'll grab a little bit of that. Why not? Let's go take a look at what the silver looks like. Alright, let's grab a little chunk of silver. Oh, there it is. Nice. There is your silver. Pretty cool. Alright, let's hop back in the ship. Do I have an antenna on here? I think I did. But the power's off, right? That's my problem. Yeah, I got an antenna right there. Alright, let's go ahead and find some more topography. That's a pretty cool canyon right here. Look at that. Oh, we just need some lava flowing down here. Alright, that's pretty neat. Alright, this looks pretty cool. Let's go check out if there's anything in this rock over here. More silver. Okay. Oh, we do have some titanium, though. The titanium deposit over here. Okay, so we have platinum, silver, and titanium. Is this a cave? I think we might have our first cave. Oh yeah, we have our first cave. We've got one over there and one over here. I have lights, right? Yes. Maybe I should have gone in here on person, but it's alright. It's still loading in. Alright, we got some stalactites hanging down. This looks really cool. Let's go check out the other one to see if it's any deeper. Slowly. Oh, it goes off that direction too. Let's go this way. Let's just park the ship there. Let's go on foot. more of the lichen on the ash. Oh, look at that. That's really cool. Let's turn off the light, see if that makes a difference. Yeah, there's like a blue ambient glow off of the rocks. That's pretty cool. Seeing a little bit of like artifacting. I see speckles when I move. I mean, even when I hold still, it's not... It's a little bit of them, but yeah, when I move, you can see a lot of speckles going across. I assume that's just some artifacting. It's a little strange. Unless there's some glinter. Or is that dust? What's that supposed to be? Alright, I love these caves. These are awesome. I thought the volcanoes are going to be my favorite, but I think it's these caves. Seems like a cool place to build a base, like not only just protected, but like a anti-radiation thing. A little bit of a strange like glow pulse when I leave. See, it's like glowing and then it's not. Like I get close to the dirt and it's like, no, actually this is dark, sorry. So that's a little strange. Yeah, it's like the blue glowing rocks, but then I get close and it's like, nope, just kidding. Right, I know around here somewhere is the face of Mars. I really want to find that. What's this patch over here? What is that? Oh, that's just a shadow. It looked like a funky color to me. That's the station, isn't it? Whoa, that's the shadow of that station up there. That's the hydrogen station. Look at the detail on that. You can see the shadow lines of the different structures here on the ground. That's rad. That's really cool. Well, there was some silicon. Looks like we're fairly sparse on material. I'm gonna fly low to the ground here and see if I can find any more resources. I'm hoping there's all the basics, like we've got iron and silicon and cobalt and stuff, so we can get a base established at some point. Oh, there's an iron rock down there, good. Iron, cobalt there. More iron. Yeah, looks like we've got the basics here that we could start. Yeah, copper over on this side of the mountain. I'm so impressed by the scale of this thing. I know this shuttle is pretty small, but yeah, look at that cliffside. Look at the cliffside here with all the stuff on it. That looks great. Oh, yeah, looks like we got everything. We got some nickel, and there was some silicon, iron, cobalt. We've got all the basics. I have not found any ice. I don't know if there's any polar caps on this planet or not. Pretty sure that's what my entire cargo is filled with. Yeah, is ice. So, we're good for a little bit. But it is our fuel, so we'll watch out for that. Alright, look at that. I take it back. There is ice on Kemik. Alright, if you guys wanted to, you can set a GPS. You go in here to your map, hitting M, and then there's a GPS tab. And then we can just create a new one, so we can add a GPS marker. We can add that. Alright, ice on Kemik. There we go. Yes, now we have a GPS marker. There we go. And that's going to stay there forever. I have not found a way to turn them off, so that will forever be on your HUD. I also have a contract over there, 4,000 kilometers away, that I finished, that will also not go away. So, that's why I've been turning off my HUD a lot, is it's pretty junked up. But that's alright. It is an alpha. Yeah, look at the depth of that canyon. That's really cool. Well, I don't know where I'd want to build, on the cliff sides, or in a cave, or in a volcano. There's so many options. Look at the depth of that. This is really cool looking. Well, I found some gold. And there was something back here. I think it was chromium that popped up as I was zooming past. Yeah, chromium right there. Alright. Oh, we got some lead and magnesium over here. Lead is really good with your first tier tool upgrades. You'll need lead for that, and some other things as well, but I was able to find lead out in the asteroids of Verdure, but not on the planet. But it looks like Mars kind of has everything. And then another thing to consider is because there is no vegetation, it is a lot better on FPS. So if you guys are having FPS issues with like lower tier hardware, this is probably a good option for you guys in survival. Well, let's do a canyon run here. Why not? Yeah, just look at the scale of those canyons. It's a little bit choppy as we drive by, as it's updating, but it's not bad. That said, I'm pretty sure I am at high settings. Let's go take a look. Yeah, we're at high. I am on performance, but other than that, we are high. We can drop it down to medium. Let's see what that does. Let's go down to medium. I am in 1440. We'll see what the medium quality looks like. Still looks really good. I'd have to do like a side-by-side comparison to actually see it, because that looks really good still. There's definitely some visual loading, like it's cutting off the voxels here, you can kind of see it, and the rocks are up on the top, so that once we get a little bit closer, those graphics, yeah, they'll start growing into those rocks. So yeah, when you see the floating rocks, they're not really floating, we're just not close enough to the voxels for them to load in. Yep, here's a titanium deposit. Oh, it's got a couple titanium deposits and a lot more silver. Alright, let's get some altitude so we can really see a bird's eye view and try to find some cool topography to take a look at. Wow, yeah, look at all the mountains over here. Looks really cool. Oh, we got another triple over there, don't we? There's another triple of volcanoes over here. I think that might be our space station over there, that circle. That might be what I think it is, right over here. This mound. Let's get up in the air. It is. There we go. We came up from the top side, but there is the face on Mars, or the skull of Kemik. There we go. Look at that. That's really cool. A little bit of voxel artifacting there. See some stuff on the nose, but other than that, there we go. Now it's registered in. They even got the nostrils in here. That's awesome. Got a volcano off in the distance. Got boulders over there. This nice canyon. I'm loving this planet. Ooh, do we got a cave right here? Oh, I think we might have another cave. Oh, this one's really cool. It's like a sinkhole. We gotta go down that one. Alright, that's really cool. Look at all the stalactites. Alright, that's really cool. Look at the size of this cave. It's awesome. Doesn't look like there's any material down here, though. Kinda hoping for some material down here, but I don't see anything. Okay. That's fine. Good place to build, but not a good place to mine, I guess. The sheer scale of things is impressive. I mean, that's a big hole. That would take you a long time to dig out. I know this is a small grid ship, but still. That's impressive. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that preview of Kemik. Make sure you guys tune in to Keen's live stream coming up on December 1st, 6 p.m. UTC for the release of VS2, Planets and Survival Foundations. Also, make sure you guys check out all the other awesome YouTube creators and all the previews throughout the week. Alright, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.